Alright, I'm gonna film out here today. Decision made. Let's do it. It's nice and sunny outside, but it's still a little bit too cold to not wear a jacket. I have to wear a jacket. Hi, welcome to Carter's Planet, everyone. You know those days when you kind of wake up, you wake up from sleep and you're just like, I don't really want to get out of bed. So you don't get out of bed and you turn on your TV and you go to Netflix and you watch The Office reruns, but you can't watch The Office reruns because it's on Peacock and you're not going to pay for Peacock even though you love The Office, even though, because you're kind of like a white boy or just a stereotypical white person. And then, after that day, the next day you decide, I'm going to stay in bed again. And then the next day you're like, I'm going to stay in bed again. And then you're like, I'm going to keep doing it, and you're gaining pounds because all you're eating is just Takis and Cheez-Its, You know those days? Maybe you don't have them that extreme. I've had them that extreme, though. The average American sits 10 hours a day, whether it be at work, at school, through TV or video game binges. That's actually the average. You can look it up. It's crazy. That's really not that crazy. That's not that bad. It is bad. It's just not as bad as I thought it would be. But I think a lot of us struggle with something that are a mental illness that I would call like chronical laziness. Is that how you use the word chronicle? Chronic, I don't know. A lot of us struggle with laziness, and if we're going to be honest, it's really, really bad. I struggle with it really bad. This is a very hypocritical video to do, but so are all of these videos that I'm about to do. I'm starting to do these self-help videos when I kind of don't have figured out for myself yet. But regardless, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to get out of, not of a big lazy binge and how to not get in them in the future, hopefully. These have been working for me, so hopefully they work for you. And if they don't, that's fine. But these are my personal tips and tricks that I've been using. So, yeah. Also, I should mention, I am online schooled. I'm still in high school. This is my last year. I am online schooled. I do Fiverr work. I do eBay selling. I do everything from home. So a lot of this is not going to be as extreme for you guys as it is for me. I struggle with this stuff pretty hardcore. Also, I'm going to... There you go. Anyways, here are my personal tips and tricks. So the first thing is... This should be pretty obvious, but don't sit down all day. Now, for a person like me that does the stuff I do, I need to sit down. Even for school, I'm sitting down and stuff like that, and that's fine. You need to sit down and stuff like that. But every now and then, you need to take a break. That's why right now I'm actually standing up. This is my standing up time. You need to get a break from it. Okay, you can't be sitting down all the time. That's really bad, especially if you're just watching freaking Netflix and all that stuff. That's really bad to just sit down and watch Netflix and eat junk food, although I do it all the time. But don't sit down, and definitely don't lay down. That's the worst. Or laying down in bed. I've had days where I'm just laying down in bed watching TV. That's so bad for you. That's so bad. And that's how you get in these big binges, I think. That's how I've gotten in these big binges. It's just that I'm in bed, and then you just feel really bad because you're just filling your stomach with Takis. It's good food, but it's really bad for you. But it's so good, though. What? Anyways, take breaks, and if you have the money, I would suggest, and I am about to maybe build or invest in a standing desk. Because that seems like something that would really help. So when you're doing work or watching or whatever, just stand, or I don't know, just take a lot of breaks. Take a lot of walking breaks. I think it can be very beneficial. My second tip is going to be to get good sleep. Now this is actually something I strongly believe helps. I haven't really done much research on it, but I bet you it does help a lot. It's getting really windy out here. Get good sleep, bros. You need to get good sleep. 8 hours or more if you need it, okay? Now, some people say that they can operate on 6 hours or something like that, and that might be true. For me, I don't think that's the truth. I think I live better and I'm more productive when I have gotten a full night's sleep. So, you know, I don't know what all these people are saying, you know, waking up at 5 a.m. or whatever like that. You know, I think it's more about how much you sleep. If you're getting 8 to 9 hours, then you're pretty much set and you can go on with your day and start being productive and stuff like that. I find it's a lot easier for me with, you know, exercise and sleep. I think those are two things that can really prevent you from going in those lazy binges. Oh man, it doesn't work like it does in the cartoons. It doesn't turn off the lights. Step 3, and this is something that a lot of people still kind of do, I think, and I think some people are going to disagree with me, but this is something that I have found out I can't do. Me and my dad both agree. Don't multitask. When you're working, do not multitask. I don't know why people think that you can multitask. Your brain can't do two things at once, bros. You have to focus on one thing at a time. Please focus on one thing at a time. It's going to be super beneficial to you. I really think that that's something that can play a big contributor. If you're trying to multitask, doing two things or three things, even worse, it's just not going to work out. Put in the quality. It's quality over quantity, guys. You know, if you're focusing on one thing, you can put more quality into that work and all that stuff.
Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.
So, don't multitask. Very bad for you. Now, before I get into the fourth and final tip, which is inspired off of something Mason, I forget his name and I didn't bring my phone out here with me. I can't look it up. But before I get on to the fourth tip, I want to add a little bonus tip for you. My little bonus tip that I've been using right now, I don't know if it actually works. Most people say it does. Schedule your day. The reason why I'm not putting this as an actual tip is because I don't know if it'll actually help you be more productive. Because if you're viewing everything in a timely manner, your time is super important to you, and you have like a time that you're like wanting to stop something, I don't know if you're going to be putting in that much more quality of work. So I don't know. You can make your own opinions on that, but I've been scheduling my days, and personally, it's just I don't do it to where, strictly you can only spend 30 minutes doing schoolwork, 30 minutes writing, 30 minutes filming a video. Like, you know what I mean? You have, you know, if you go over, make it very like, if you go over this time limit, that's okay. Kind of stuff like that. So, schedule your days. I think that really helps. And then the fourth and final tip, which I learned from Better Ideas. Shout out to that guy. He is really cool. The fourth tip is the do something principle. Do something principle. This is actually works. This works very well. I got this from Better Ideas. It's inspired by someone else. I'll link his video below. He talks about who it is. I just don't have my phone right now, and I actually have no idea where it is. Because like I've said in a previous video, I'm really not on my phone that much anymore. But anyways, the do something principle is basically pretty simple. You just do something small. If you're really struggling with being lazy, or you're really having a lazy binge, do something small. Do something very, very small. I mean, with a very mundane task. I think I said that word wrong. I need to stop trying to say big words. Do a very small task. I mean, like, clean your room if it's not even that messy, or like do laundry, or like something like that. And that in turn, you know, you'll maybe do something else, and then you'll do something else, and then you'll do something else. And, you know, I think it's something that can be it helps me a lot. So, whenever I'm in these lazy binges, which I get in all the time, I'm learning right now how to stop them. Whenever I'll get in these lazy binges, I clean my room. because I find that my room gets messy, because you guys have seen my room, it's really complex and there's so much to it, so it gets messy a lot. I'll clean my room, and then you kind of sit down, admire your work, be like, I did a good job, and then do something else. You know, I mean, like, take a 5-minute break, be like, I did this, cool, yeah, cool, I'm awesome guy, and then chase that feeling again, do something else, and do something else, and then get started on the things that you're actually procrastinating on doing. And I think that is something that really works out. So these were my top 4 tips. I definitely think that laziness is something that we all struggle with, and it's definitely a big problem, and it plays a big factor on our lives. So as always, or as last time I said, and I'll say it again, these are my opinions today. This is what's working for me personally. You guys may have something that works differently. I am just learning to get my shite together. So, you know, it's hold me accountable. I'll hold you guys accountable. You know, we'll all just hold each other accountable for stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. And, you know, subscribe if you're new. If you liked the video, subscribe. And like and all that stuff. Check out Better Ideas. He's a really cool dude. He does these videos, but better. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.